Hey guys, welcome back. We are on season 2, episode 3, Ike's Wee Wee. This episode is another one that has two hot button topics. It talks about drug usage and it also talks about circumcision. Not super seriously on either one, if I remember correctly, but it does talk about both topics a little bit. So let's see what they got to say today.
This morning we're going to have a special lecture from your school counselor, Mr. Mackey.
Boo!
Now who is that? That is not appropriate behavior, okay?
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Mr. Mackey. Okay.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
remember if I
We
talked
know
about
what
it
the heck
before,
you
but
did, Mr.
Mr.
Mackey,
Mackey is
okay?
inspired by
Okay.
a guidance counselor that he
Now,
actually had.
As I'm here to tell you about drugs and alcohol and why they're bad. First of all,
Smoking's
smoking's
bad,
You
okay.
shouldn't smoke. And
Alcohol's bad.
You shouldn't drink alcohol. Well,
Drugs are bad.
You shouldn't do drugs. Yes, Stan.
Why do dogs have cold noses?
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh.
That
Well,
is
it's our
super
discussion first
realistic
on
for like
marijuana.
elementary school. Like, why do
Marijuana's
dogs have cold
bad,
noses?
and
Like,
it
we're
also
not
has
even
a
talking
very
about that, dude.
I'm going to pass around just a little tiny bit, and I want you all to take a smell so you know when someone is smoking marijuana near you.
Your little brother's having a party? Why, is it his birthday? No, it's his bris. What the hell is a bris? I don't know, but there's gonna be lots of food and a band. Kick ass. I want to have a bris.
LSD is bad.
Is
It's a
bad.
drug made famous by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Boys, are you paying attention?
Sorry, Mr. Mackey, okay?
Okay.
Who has the marijuana now? Okay. Whoever has the marijuana, just pass it up to the front row. Okay.
This was also expired by a true event that happened with either Matt or Trey. One of the teachers was passing around marijuana to teach, and then the joint never made it back up to the teacher.
But it was an honest error of judgment. Okay. I really thought it was important for the kid.
I think it's interesting that they fire him this early on.
One of them now has half a lid of Jamaican grass because of you.
How am I gonna make ends meet? Okay. What
Okay.
will I do for money?
Maybe this will all blow over someday, and we can give you a job as a janitor cleaning up vomit with that pink sawdust stuff.
Pink sawdust stuff.
Man, that sucks getting searched. Yeah, my ass is killing me. I wonder who took it.
And now it's almost time.
It's like a parody of Teletubbies. And of course, Mr. Garrison,
Hello
he
there,
stole it.
children. I heard about what happened at school today. Now, none of you took that nasty marijuana, did you?
No, dude, we never even saw it.
Drugs are bad.
We know. That's what everybody says.
We know.
Right. Do you know why they're bad?
Because they're an addictive solution to a greater problem causing disease of both body and mind with consequences far outweighing their supposed benefits.
Any idea what that means?
No, drugs are bad because if you do drugs, you're a hippie, and hippies suck.
Look,
If you do
children,
drugs, you're a
this is
hippie,
all
and
I'm
hippies
gonna
suck.
say. There's a time and a place for everything, and it's called college.
It's called college, and this was
understand?
actually Trey's advice in the audio
Okay.
commentary. He's like, that's my true stance on drugs.
Oh,
He's
hell
like, there's
no.
a
I
time
can't
and a
bear
place
to
for
see that.
everything, and it's
What do you
college.
mean?
All right,
They're
you get
circumcised.
college, that's your drug time, and then
Oh,
no
boy.
more.
The most important part of a man's body.
Your heart? Your eyes.
Your heart? Kyle.
Ooh, your penis.
That's
Yeah,
right,
you're
Kenny.
not
Good
supposed
job.
to call it a penis, Kenny. You're supposed to call it a fireman.
Dude, I always have to be the one to explain all this stuff to you. Ask your parents for once.
He's like, I gotta go, dude. Like, I'm tired of raising y'all.
More pot? My 4-year-old needs a fix.
Goodness, they're really teasing him.
Mackie, now we see what you and Homer Simpson have in common. Dope.
Nope.
You gonna do some drugs?
In this small town, there's a line of cars insulting him.
I just lost my job. Oh, that's weak, man. You know what you need? You need a good stiff drink. Oh, I don't drink. It'll make you feel better.
Drink the beer. It'll calm you down. Yeah, why the hell not? It's just a beer. Don't be such a pussy.
He's got like a little angel and devil, Mr. Mackey.
So how do you feel? Oh, about the same.
About the
You just
same.
need something a little stronger.
You need something a little stronger then.
Dude, I found out what a bris is. I found out what they're gonna do to Ike. They're gonna chop off his wee-wee.
That's rough to have your whole wee-wee chopped off.
Are you sure? Yeah, dude. It's a Jewish tradition. It's called a circumcision. Chopping off wee-wees is not cool. Dude, I asked 5 different people. They said all Jewish boys have circumcisions, and they make it into a party called a bris. I won't believe it. I won't. I have to ask my mom and dad.
Heartache to heartache, we
We
stand.
stand.
No
Promises, no demands.
Your key ain't gonna work, Mackie. I'm not renting you anymore. I heard that you got fired from your job for selling drugs to children.
So a couple hours ago, he got fired from his job. In this time, his landlord has evicted him just because of that. And changed the locks at that.
I'm totally fine.
I've never taken drugs, and look at me, I'm totally fine.
I'll kill you.
Now leave before I lose control and kill you!
Drug user!
Drug user!
What exactly is this party for?
To celebrate your little brother's passage into life.
Meaning what?
Meaning we're going to circumcise him.
They are gonna cut off his fireman!
Normally we do it right after the baby is born, but we had to do it later for Ike because he's a...
And they don't hear the part like, oh, he's adopted.
Now, Stan, will you go talk to him?
Your pee-pee, Stan. And this is an episode of the boys acting like little boys and not really understanding the situation as it really is, and none of the parents are actually talking to them and explaining to them, and that's why there is so much confusion, misinformation, and fear.
Can't sleep, it's too cold. Okay?
Hey, you want something to warm you up?
I didn't know this dark alley was taken.
I didn't know this dark alley was taken.
Marijuana's bad.
Marijuana's bad.
Marijuana makes you feel depressed and low. Okay?
Makes you feel
You don't feel
depressed
that way
and
now.
low.
Oh, good point.
Don't you feel that way now? Ooh, baby, get down, okay.
This alley is cool. It's so alive and beautiful.
Oh boy.
If you want to keep your penis, you have to get on this train. Ready, Ike? Kick the baby!
Just kicks a baby on a train. Just be like, alright, I go to freedom. You get to keep your wee-wee, but you have to be an orphan now.
Hey, wow, it's that counselor from the elementary
Legalize
school, Mr.
everything is what
Mackey.
it should
Ratted,
says.
kicked out of town for doing drugs.
Hey, us too.
Yeah, remember? You caught us smoking weed in the bathroom and got us suspended.
Oh, Fortune. How you
Oh,
mock
Fortune, how you
cheer
mock
up, bro.
me.
Me. Boys, LSD is bad.
LSD is bad.
Who put all this cotton in my mouth? Baby, the world is so small.
The world is so small.
Free.
I always
Oh,
enjoyed the
free.
Mr. Mackey balloon.
What do you
This
think?
is fake
What the hell
Ike
that
doll
Ike
is
do?
really
I'm
cute
making
too.
a
It's
dummy Ike
very
doll.
Coraline-y.
Dude, I think your mom's gonna notice that isn't Ike. Not if I say he's sick and put him to bed right away.
Not if I say he's sick and I put him to bed right away. I mean, that's solid.
Hi, boys.
Hi, boys.
Are you boys staying out of trouble?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over here.
And
for a
it begs the
while.
question, is this Mackey's perspective or the
I need you
boy's
guys to help me
perspective?
sort
Is
of
he
my
actually a
personal
balloon
life is
floating
gone.
around, or is that just Mackey feeling like he's a balloon floating around? Why is it the boy's perspective?
If it were your little brother, we'd have.
Oh my goodness, it just kicks him off.
How is my little jelly bean?
Beanie, Mama. I'm gonna take him up to the bathroom to get washed up.
But first let Mommy give you a kiss.
No, Mom, he doesn't want you kissing him.
Oh, and then the dog just grabs their infant son. Boobala mine. She is sleepy and just runs over the dog and the baby.
He's dead! He's dead!
Hey, wait a minute. How come Ike's tombstone has a Canadian flag on it?
Well, Bubby, there's something
He was
you
born
have
in
to know.
1996.
Really, your brother. He was adopted.
What?
He was Canadian, but we loved him all the same.
You mean to tell me that all this time I've been trying to protect Ike from having his fireman cut off, and he's not even my real brother?
And this is the hill that Kyle dies on. He's like, he's not even my real brother, so it's like, no, it doesn't matter. But once again, that's another kid notion.
They've killed Kenny, you bastards.
Kyle's just over it. At least he gets like bagpipes this time. That's nice. There's hippie Mr. Mackey.
I don't need to take your right-wing
Authoritarian bullshit.
What?
You're just like the government, man.
Just like
Trying
the
to
government,
prosecute out
man.
one side of your mouth while supporting guns out of the other.
Why don't you go to a Grateful Dead concert?
That was cool.
What? Oh, thanks, man.
Would you like to come over to my place and finger paint?
Actually, I would.
Sure, man.
Well, I propose an
Finger painting's
atonement.
too.
Who would provide him his vote?
Now, where did you leave him, young man?
I threw him on a train.
Gerald, do something about your smart-ass son.
Mind your mother, smartass.
We
Yeah,
don't
for real.
fight-
Look out for your little brother, Kyle. Take care of your little brother, Kyle. And he wasn't even really my little brother.
Well,
Really,
just
my little
because Ike
brother.
is adopted doesn't make him any less your brother.
Yeah, right.
Holding up a table.
Hey, lady, that's my table post. You can't
That's my table post. All the
Oh,
finger
man.
paints on the
Yeah, it's
ceiling.
like, we're all just one big individual. Okay.
Let's get married and have
Let's
a
get
honeymoon
married.
in India.
In India.
Okay.
Okay. His head is smaller now.
First, apologize to your brother.
He's not my brother.
Apologize to him.
I'm sorry, Ike.
Apologize. And I think the main takeaway of Matt and
one with the
Trey's
animals
perspective
and the
on drugs
trees.
in this is, I said, college, but it's like if you continue using drugs and abusing alcohol and things of that nature when you're an adult, head does shrink and then it does just become about like, are you just, not doing anything with your
What the hell's
days?
going on?
We're taking you to rehab.
We were wrong for shunning you, Mr. Mackey, and we apologize. We should have realized that you needed help.
And now we're gonna make sure you get the help you need.
I don't want help.
Hello,
Ike's
Tom.
funeral
Hello, Pam.
Briss.
Thanks for coming to Ike's Briss.
Hello, Ike. Say, where's little Kyle?
He's been sent to his room for being a bastard.
He's
But
been
Ike
sent to
isn't
his room
brother
for
since he's
being a
adopted.
bastard.
Hello? Do I know you?
Oh no, but I never miss a bris. Here,
I
brought some
never
dip.
miss a
Oh,
bris. That's
thanks.
Well,
interesting.
What do you want? Oh, no, you don't. That isn't gonna work on me, Canadian. Maybe you're being too hard on
Canadian.
him, dude. There's no real connection between us. It was all a big lie. Go on, Canadian. Beat it. I'm through getting in trouble.
You have to admit you have a problem before anybody can help you.
I don't think I really have a problem.
Nonsense. You did drugs. I suppose you forgot all about your family.
I don't really have a family.
And you lost your job.
No, I lost my job before that.
Mr. Mackey,
I lost
you're
my job
supposed to be
before
an adult.
that.
The problem with drugs is that people forget to stop doing them. There's a time and a place for everything, Mr. Mackey, and it's called college. Repeat after me. Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
Hello, Dr. Schwartz. Thank you so much for coming all this way to perform Ike's Briss.
My pleasure, Sheila. I brought the normal cutting device. But then I remembered that Ike was Canadian, so I brought the right one. Where is the little rugrat? Come here, you.
Oh, different.
Ike.
She gonna come on different mirror.
This is a sweet episode between like Kyle and Ike.
You stay away from my little brother.
But son, I just...
You aren't gonna cut off his wee-wee. Not today, you sick-ass weirdo.
Kyle, what are you talking about?
And you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't you understand that us males are defined by our firemen? If you rub his helmet, he spits in your eye.
He spits in your eye.
A circumcision is a very common thing for Ike to have. His father had it, his grandfather had it, and his brother had it.
No.
Even you're circumcised, Kyle.
We're not going to cut it off. We're just going to snip it so that it looks bigger.
I had never heard that before. Like, I've heard many, many reasons for and against circumcision, but I've never heard that circumcision makes it look bigger.
I feel like my old self again.
One more thing. Remember that you can stay sober.
I will. Okay.
It's okay, Ike. I'm here.
And a 1, and a 2, and a bris.
Ike,
Cookie
okay.
Monster.
Wow, dude, I guess having a bris isn't all that bad. I've learned something today. Family isn't about whose blood you have, it's about who you care about. Yeah. And that's why I feel like you guys are more than just friends. You're my family.
The kid that
Except for
voiced
Putnam,
Ike in this
naturally.
episode is most likely in college now.
Your school counselor is back to tell you firsthand about his nasty experience with drugs and alcohol.
You shouldn't do drugs. Okay, drugs are bad. I was at the bottom of the barrel.
Bottom
I was
of the
a wreck,
barrel.
But I didn't even care about money. I was wasting my life.
Hey, you guys want to come to my bris tomorrow? Carmen, that's when I'm having mine. No way, I set up mine first, hippie.
Boys, you need to listen up, okay? What I'm talking about might save your life someday, okay?
Okay, Mr. Mackey.
Okay.
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 Now, as I was saying, drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad...
And I think it is important to stop the narrative of if you do drugs or you are a drug addict, you are a bad person. And this is coming from someone that was raised by a drug addict whose addiction was out of control, and I suffered because of that. However, I do believe that it is wrong to demonize people for struggling with the addiction that they have. As soon as someone's like a drug addict, or as soon as someone's like something a little bit unsavory, it's like, oh my god, like they're the worst, they're the scum of the earth. And it's like, yes, they're making bad decisions, and perhaps like they're not the best person because of their addiction. But if we continue to put these people down and treat them like a second class, then they're never going to get help. How do you expect them to get better if everyone is just talking bad about them? That makes people truly believe they are bad and they don't get better. But if you expend love and kindness to people, if they are in the right headspace, will eventually find the courage to help themselves, or at least that's what I believe. But yeah, sorry to get on my soapbox there for a minute. That was the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so appreciative to the ones that continuously watch me. I just love sharing my love of South Park and perhaps giving a different perspective. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.